It's two different bills. One is the Genius Act, which talks about stable coins. These are 100% backed by cash or U.S. Treasuries. In fact, it's a phenomenal situation because what it means is that the dollar dominance will stay because these companies have to go out and buy Treasuries. In fact, I see a scenario in which in 3 or 4 or 5 years, stable coins are so ubiquitous that they are the largest holder of Treasuries on earth, which would be really good for the U.S. For these companies to be out there pushing dollar dominance. So that's fantastic. We should see the president sign that bill hopefully as early as tomorrow. The second bill is something called the Clarity Act. We're going to call it something different here in the Senate, which is talking about the new way to imagine financial markets in the digital age. This is the first time Congress has attempted market regulation without a crisis. So of course we have no idea or history of how that works because typically everything that we do in financial regulation happens as a result of something really bad that's happened. So this is a first proactive step. The House has taken a great swing at this with the Clarity Act. We're working really hard, myself, Senator Lummis, Senator Scott, Senator Haggerty, to create a market structure legislation that really speaks to what does a 21st century modern advanced financial network look like. And we should hopefully get something done before the end of this year.
You're obviously knowledgeable in this space. How do you talk with your colleagues in the Senate who maybe aren't as familiar with this? What are the big questions that you always have to answer?
Well, the most important thing is really to take partisanship out of it because it's really not a partisan issue. It's more of a educational issue. So explain how digital assets work, the difference between each one of these categories. Some of my colleagues get stuck on meme coins, which has nothing to do with this legislation. Meme coins are in essence a digital baseball card. And as you know, if you're into baseball cards, that there's no regulation around how much baseball cards should cost or who the brokers are or who can issue them. It's just a baseball card. If somebody wants to buy it, they buy it. So that's not part of this legislation. These are commodities, securities, digitized assets, digital securities. We need to make certain that our regulatory system understands the difference between each of these, and we give these companies clarity to know what the rules of the road are. This is also unique because the companies are actually asking to be regulated. Just to keep in mind, right now there's no regulation other than regulation through enforcement, which was happening under Biden. So this clarity is just really, really important. But again, it's a big educational lift because there's not a ton of people who are really knowledgeable in this space. But once they get educated, they see really there's not anything here that's mystical. It's just a modern way to look at what we've known for a long time to be our financial system.